KuCoin is being subjected to a ton of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. FUD is what they call it. Funds are flowing out of KuCoin. I'm sure you've seen it. Are we seeing the fall of another exchange? Spencer on Twitter, or Spacebar on Twitter here, kind of goes over a little bit of the funds flowing out of KuCoin. So we're looking at the funds flow from... so this is ETH. ETH means that green is going in towards KuCoin, and then red is funds flowing out of KuCoin. So we're seeing this is USDT, so this is stable coin. We're seeing a huge withdrawals. We're also seeing a huge withdrawals on USDC, and then we're also seeing a huge withdrawals on BTC here. So this is what I think what we would normally call a bank run. And CZ had a big thing about this the other day. He said basically like last week he had a convo with a banker. You know what happened with FTX would not have happened in the regulated banking world. And what he replied to was, where did the word bank run come for? Oh, what a legend. That's the jokes. Good for him. So Johnny KuCoin here, I think he's one of the founders, CEOs of KuCoin. His last tweet about the whole thing was, I'd like to give my sympathy for anyone falling and hurt by the FTX situation. Hopefully we can get this back. So protecting our users is the top priority at KuCoin. We will release a Merkle Tree proof of reserve in 1 month. So that's what Bitcoin did here. You can kind of see that here. That's what, not Bitcoin, that's what Binance did. So that was November 8th. So we are anticipating maybe like a December 8th proof of reserves. So we're looking here, and I'm going through KuCoin's Twitter accounts. There's not a lot going on here. We apologize. There's a couple of weird things getting retweeted. Some advertisements. KuCoin retweeted some wallet stuff. They're rather quiet, it seems like. Like there's nothing really going on here. So if I was KuCoin, I don't know. If I was... I used to use KuCoin. And if I still had money on KuCoin, you might as well just bonk me over the head. You know what I mean? But I don't want to use any of those exchanges because we're seeing some issues. So let's dive maybe a little bit into what's going on here and where all this FUD came from. So we're seeing a lot of things on the timeline here. 100% APR on 1 week dollar deposits compared to 4% treasury bills. So all of a sudden they're giving you like 100% return on your USDT. Why? Maybe it's because they need the money. That's a liquidity crunch. So potentially, but let's see. Why would they need liquidity? So there was a company here that did the block research. They said they did an analysis on what they see in KuCoin's wallets. So this is nothing official, but KuCoin holds nearly 1/5 of its reserves in KCS, its own exchange token. Where have we seen that before? So FTX made a cryptocurrency that brought in millions, and then it brought down the company. Why did that happen? Well, a bunch of people had exposure to FTT, which was the coin that FTX had. And if you see here, Binance was part of that deal and part of their initial investment in it, and Binance to liquidate its entire FTT tokens following the FTX's insolvency rumors. So does anybody have this KCS coin? So this is the breakdown. You can kind of see this is USDT up here. The KCS is this guy right here. So it's a big chunk of the pie. And then there's a whole thing, others. Whatever the others is, I don't know. But I bet you what they're hoping for right now is a little bit of pump it up. Anyways, it's in a developing situation. There hasn't been anything announced from KuCoin yet, which makes it a little concerning. It's the same thing that happened with FTX. They were a little bit quiet. Everything kind of kept going on, and then all of a sudden, people say they're fine, and then it was just it was mayhem. However, KuCoin is not. This isn't the first time the KuCoin FUD has hit the timeline. They've survived it before. We'll see if they survive it again. Only time will tell. So we're going to jump into the crypto market summary where we're going to keep a finger on the pulse of crypto. I just want to mention that if you enjoy the content, subscribe. If you don't subscribe. It's pretty cool. So this is where we kind of go over some of the price action that's going on in the last little while. We're seeing that the price of Ethereum's gone up. So the total market cap's kind of gone up a little bit here. We're seeing, I don't know, $10 billion. So might as well take that red one off, put the green one on. You know what I mean? That's what we do. BNB is up there. So everything's up a little bit. So hence you're seeing a little bit of an increase. Now this is my favorite part where we're taking a look at shit coins. Let's see what we got for the shit coins coming back. I was wondering, there was an X coin there. That was Vitalik. He did a post. So here's a prime example. Vitalik talking about a bunch of highly sophisticated stuff, but then he says, I'm buying X because later on someone might buy it for me for a bunch of people might twist the protocol towards special interest, blah, 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 blah. There it is. X coin started. So that's a meme. Did some numbers on that. It only started 51 minutes ago. That's brand new. Brand new. So what are we looking at? 2.9 million here. Transactions, 70-30. What are we seeing on Binance Coin? 1.6. Volume is down over there. That's for sure. 10.428. So that's what we're seeing. So you can kind of see down here, it's kind of the shitcoin market. It's coming to the end of November, so I just got to extend it, but we're still pretty low. Used to be a lot of volume flowing in and out of there. Now we're maybe seeing a return. Marketplace volumes. We're seeing $20 million for the day in the last 24 hours, led by Magic Eden, man. They had like 500,000 SOL used on their ecosystem. There's a couple things like Lily, Kalino Sour, some stuff like that. They're the number one marketplace in the last 24 hours. Good for them. OpenSea obviously still up there. Blur, they're doing all right. So anyways, $20 million. Kind of nice to see. A little bit more than that 12 million that we've been seeing for a little while. In the commodity market, we're seeing WTI come back up a little bit. It fell there a little bit, I think, with the Chinese protests. Talking about European natural gases and it's getting colder. Prices going up. Let's keep an eye on that because that can really affect what's going on in Europe and a whole bunch of different things. S&P came down, so traditional markets came down a little bit. Yesterday, Dixie's back up, so it's the price of the U.S. currency against a bucket of coins, and we're seeing bonds that spreads kind of squeezing a little bit, but still real high. Not sure what happened here. Didn't get some. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Someone was doing something. I don't know. It's there. There we go. See, it's bond curves still 4.43 for a 2-year. It's quite high. The floor prices. So we've seen Bored Apes pull back a little bit. The stablecoin CryptoPunk doesn't really do nothing. It's just sitting there doing its thing. Still at 65. Mutants came back after that pump. It's kind of nice. Oh, other side deeds held their ground. Azukis are up there. What are we seeing? Some of this stuff. CyberKong VX is doing the same as yesterday. Same with Rogue Radio. Rect guys at 0.42. Ether Orcs 0.29. 0.29 on an Ether Orc. That's a buy. I'm gonna regret not buying that. Because it hasn't really gone down to 0.2. Like beginning of November. September. 0.21 in September. Yeah, everything took a hit then. 1.29 for ENS, 10Ks. And Sandbox dropping. They're just launching a bunch of new lands, so that's what we're seeing. Anyways, appreciate your time, guys. Have yourself a great day.